What's up, everybody, man? Doc Payne coming at you. We have none other than E-Dawg. So let's bring him in. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, man? What's up?
Not much, man. Excited you're coming on the show. Man, I was telling everybody, I was had a lot of big people coming up, man. Some big names, some big talent. But one of the things I expressed is I was looking for some of the baddest. And man, oh man, we've got E-Dawg come in the house. Man, first of all, I've got to bring up a picture and I've got to ask you. It is known that you are one half of a tag team. This picture, where was this at?
This was in Jacksonville, Florida, man. We performed at they had a fair, and we went out there and did our thing. Came out with the titles.
Oh man, I tell you what. Now your partner's name,
His name G Smooth.
G Smooth. Looks like he had a good night, a good time that night right there. Now,
Oh yeah, we had fun. Yeah,
oh man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. But here we are. Here you showing, swinging, holding that guitar. So I'm taking your weapons, man.
very much so. Yeah, we like playing with weapons.
Hardcore, extreme. That's your more of your style.
Yeah, I I can pretty much wrestle any style, but I like pain, so like giving out pain. So, all course the way to go.
Oh yeah. Oh, we already got some people hitting in already. Mr. FGS Redneck, what is up, Doc and E-Dawg? What's up, Redneck, man? Thank you for being on the show and watching, man. Thanks for the support. Right here's a big gamer, one of the guys in Family Game Society that actually sponsors my show, and love them. Family Game Society is awesome, and we all, when you got downtime, man, you get some game on. So yeah, man, I'm looking back at these pictures and I'm impressed. Now, is this two different sets, right? I'm looking at, correct?
Correct. Two different sets.
Now, where were they this at? Where was this at the time?
At that time, that was in Georgia. Um, the federation was it was GWF, Georgia Wrestling Federation, and we were also the RWF Tag Team title holders, Revolution Tag Team champions, and they were out of Florida.
Oh man, oh man. So I mean, right there goes to show the experience, the trust between you two.
Yep.
Is this like how long you guys been together?
Oh man, we've been together since oof, about 2007.
Not bad. I mean, that's a decent crew together. I go back a long ways being in the business, and I think of tag teams, man. And I guarantee, just because of your style, the way you guys look, I guarantee you handle yourselves. The Dudleys.
Yeah, we get a lot of comparisons with a couple of different, tag teams that was out there. Um, the main one was the Gangsters. We got a lot of comparison to them. But, we have our own style.
Shut off this phone real quick here. I didn't see that pop up. There we go. Don't want that happening. Now, what got you into this business? What inspired you?
Man, I've been a fan of wrestling since probably at least 5 years old. Just woke up one morning and saw it on TV, and I was hooked ever since.
Who was the guy that caught you and you went, "Oh my God, I've got to do this"?
um, my favorite guy was Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Oh yeah,
That was one of my favorite guys. Him throwing the fireball. That was it for me.
man, I was a big Harlem Heat. Loved Booker T. Loved his brother. Um, Tony Atlas, Rocky Johnson. I was a huge fan. I grew up with my dad and my grandmother being fans, so we had people that was involved in the business around the family. But so you know when you look at those guys, is there a tag team that really inspired you? Like, man, I like the way they work, and I'd like to be like them.
My favorite tag team was the Rock and Roll Express, man. That was my favorite tag team.
And speaking of that, I'll be at School of Mort tomorrow. Going to their show at 5:05. A good friend of mine. I know Rick for a good old time, man. Mr. Scott Larson, good
Scott,
friend of everybody's. What's up, buddy? Another gentleman, fellow podcaster, legend himself. Scott Larson's watching, so man, that's exciting because he's a big wrestling fan, and I guarantee I'll have to do this for him. Scott, you probably missed this, and I'll tell you what, this gentleman right here sitting with me, he is one half of a tag team. And dude, I mean, come on, man, monstrous, monstrous. I mean, look at this. These gentlemen look like they like to go out to that ring and have some fun.
oh yeah.
So here's a question for you that's actually it's being sent up, and they want to know you and your partner if you could ever pick that one match, dream match, no matter the level, who would it be?
The gangsters.
The Gangsters. That'd be a good one. What type of match?
You already know. You
Hardcore.
already know. Yeah.
Oh, you'd have to make it more interesting. Make sure there's no outside interference. Hardcore indicates. There you go.
Yeah.
That would be all hell breaking loose right there. I'd have to be in the audience for that one myself. But you typically wrestle out of Georgia. Do you come up like Tennessee, Kentucky?
Um, I took a little break for a while. So this would be my first match back in probably about 6 or 7 months right now.
And when is this match?
July 25th. Gonna
And
be
where's that at?
Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. The
Cleveland, Ohio. And who's that with?
Rapid Wrestling Federation.
Oh, baby. Yes. A family that I'm very, very familiar with, man. Actually, as we're going to be coming back into that now, is that singles or tag?
That's gonna be singles.
Singles match. So we're definitely going to have to bring you back for that because what we'll do is we'll find out who your opponent is and we'll have to have you both on because I work for Rapid as well.
Okay.
So I'll be coming out with the next gen, gentleman, Punisher, Hunter Wolf, and Lincoln Conway, Bobby brought, he'll be coming out. Only Bobby knows, my crazy guy. So yeah, man, I'll be actually having the honored to actually be able to work with you and finally get to meet you face to face. So that's going to be really cool, man. Coming up in July. I'm actually glad you mentioned that. So how does it feel knowing that this is coming up and you've been down, you ain't been really around it. Is there that aspect of going, man, I need to, I'm working out right now, I'm getting my burn in, and
Yeah, exactly. I'm already working out. I can't wait to get up there and show everybody what I can do.
oh man, and I'll tell you what, going into Cleveland, I'm an Ohio native, born and raised, Cedar Point. I call Cleveland the most entertaining state in the United States. You want roller coasters and water parks and that all, the big excitement and the next level stuff. Ohio's the place to be. So
Okay, all
you
right.
coming into Cleveland, man, I tell you that's going to be a tough house. I mean, you going
Hey,
in there and seeing what I already seen, I think you're going to blow up absolutely. So with the virus, how long has it been since you've been in the ring, and was the virus the effectiveness of what made you stop for the moment?
yeah, once the virus, came around, I pretty much, stopped everything. Um, just about everybody stopped. So, right now, this, like I said, this will be my first match back within probably 6 months to a year. I stepped in the ring maybe twice, since then, but I'm ready. I'm ready to come up there. Like I said, I've been working out. I'm just ready to get down and dirty with whatever kind of match
Right.
whoever want, they gonna get it.
Oh man, that's awesome. Uh, E-Dawg will bring prestige to those Yankees up there in Cleveland. Oh man, now come on, Scott, you got to be nice, man. You can't be calling people Yankees. I'm from up there. Come on, man. But don't get me wrong, I love the South. When I moved down to Tennessee, the first thing I was like, man, I want to go find some of that Southern fried cooking. I've been
Mhm.
hearing about it. Down here
Oh yeah,
smoking, down here's barbecue. This going. I'm not far from Georgia either.
yeah.
Where I sit at, and to me, I'm like, man, I'm all about that food here. It is crazy. It
Oh
is
yeah.
crazy.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised you ain't walking around about 320, walking on weight, being in Georgia, man, around all that good cooking. Ooh, buddy.
Hey, I love to eat, but like I said, I got to watch what I eat now. Getting older,
Nope,
so
they
when you
just
get
said it.
older,
Favorite food. What is I love?
my favorite food.
Yeah.
Uh, I like ribs.
You a
Love
ribs
ribs.
man? Western style or boned?
I got to have my bone in.
You boned? Smoke them?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm a big Western style. I'm all about that meat, man. I kind of don't like
Oh.
going to the store and paying for, 20 pounds of bone.
Got to work for it, man. Go ahead and
All
get that
right, let's
rib
see what
bone.
else they got going on for you. Oh, here we go. What was the most dreaded match? The match you just did not want to come, but you still did it.
Uh, I did a flaming table match. I was nervous about that, but I came out with the win.
Yeah, I know how it is to be stuck in that what am I doing moment or what did I just do? I wasn't thinking. Mine was getting involved with the light bulbs that you see at the stores, the big long
Yeah,
tubes. To me,
yeah,
when I got involved with that, I actually stepped back and questioned myself, going, "Man,
yeah.
what am
I
I?
did.
What am I doing?" But you love the fans.
Oh yeah.
There's a big kid in you. Would you admit that there's a big kid inside of everybody that steps in that ring?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt, man. Everybody has their dream, but it's only a few of us that actually get in there and follow their dream.
Yeah, you got to put that work in. One of the things I like when they're going to be training over at Rapid is it's old school. It's
Yeah.
it's straight up. They're not going to let you be influenced by now and be spoiled. They're basically going back. You're going to earn. You're going to train because first of all, your life is on the line.
Exactly.
And just seeing some of these pictures, somebody got the bell rung. I mean, he's standing there in the pose with you, bleeding, and believe me, folks, this hurts. I don't care who you are. This business does hurt. It can
Oh
take
yeah.
away as much as it gives.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what else we got. What's going on, everybody? Come on, let's hit them up. Um, Scott, I like it. I like it, buddy. Do you have any barbed wire stories?
Unfortunately, no, I do not.
Wow.
I've never been in a barbed wire match.
What's been the craziest object in the ring?
Fire.
Fire?
Yeah.
Just the tables, or was there other objects involved?
Oh, we always use other objects. I do have a, a Thanksgiving story of we had a
All
match,
right.
and they were like it was this cross between Christmas and Thanksgiving, but we were wrestling and we had pumpkin. Once you open the present, whatever is in it, you can hit somebody with it. So one of them was a jack o' lantern in it, so I didn't pay any mind to it, and I was outside the ring fighting, and all of a sudden everything went orange. So I'm walking around with a jack o' lantern on my head, you know, running around. I'm still, so much into the match, not thinking about taking it off. I'm just like,
Right.
what's going on? And come to find out, one of the guys put a jack o' lantern on my head. So that was like the craziest thing.
Oh, like pretty bad. That would actually. I like to be the person outside that ring to see you walking around in mystery of what's going on right now.
Yes.
Have you ever been starstruck going to a show?
Uh,
Somebody showed up and you're like, "What?"
there was a show in Tennessee and Tommy Rich. You know,
Oh,
that was, I mean, that was one of the guys that was one of my favorites, and to be in the same locker room with him was like really awesome. It was really good.
knowing Ricky Morton like I do, every time I stand there, I try to treat him like one of the normal guys. Known him as long as I have, but there's even still moments I look at him realizing what this man did in this business. I
Yeah.
still, that young guy in me, still starstruck. They were doing things at that time other people weren't doing, so we all have that experience of when you do finally get to see him on the road. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Here we go. What's the wildest thing fans ever threw at you going to the ring?
Um, Shoot, I got hit with a soda can with full of soda. Uh, um, yeah, really, that was about it. The soda can, cause that hurt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, oh yeah.
unopened. I'm taking.
Unopened, unopened.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
So,
surprised that didn't ring your bell.
oh, it did. But the show must go on. You
Go
know what
on.
I'm saying?
Hey, I've seen some people go out and do some remarkable things in that ring, being hurt, and even sometimes not even saying anything when they showed up, and still went out there and they did it from show
Oh
to
yeah.
show. Sometimes you got to do that. Fans don't realize how much that is about them and it's for them.
Hmm.
Oh, all right. Here's one I like. Oh, wait a minute. Here pops up. Hey, what's up? That sucks.
Yeah, it is.
We got redneck. Them Puerto Ricans are extra crazy. LOL. The reason he's saying this when they brought up about the craziest object being thrown at you, we had the legend Pedro Morales on here.
Hmm.
Knowing his background coming out of Puerto Rico, he told us a story of women throwing urine at him and actually squatting, peeing in the cup. Then I get our boy Franco Varga, another gentleman that's worked over in Puerto Rico and a good background over there. He
Wow.
told us the same similar story, and I'm like, what is wrong over there?
Oh wow.
How would E-Dawg react to having urine coming at him at the speed of light going to the ring?
Oh man. I guess I have to pee back on. You know.
Yeah, that was a crazy story. You know, uh, here's one. What's the hardest you've been hit in the ring?
Um, I was in a match in Florida, and I think we was going for the TWF. I was in a triple threat match, and I actually got hit in a jaw. My jaw got dislocated while I was in the ring.
Oh,
But I finished the match. I didn't really. I could tell something was wrong, but like I said, the show got to go on. So you know,
all right. Here's challenging E-Dawg. How crazy is E-Dawg? What's the furthest you've ever jumped down onto somebody? What's the highest? A ladder, higher than a ladder, a balcony?
um, I did one balcony. It wasn't much higher, but it was. It took me a lot to do it.
Much
It took
higher,
a
you
lot.
said?
Yeah, it was like high, but it was high enough, like
And
slightly
how
above.
did you react once you did it? Was it kind of, were you actually stunned or were you like, oh, this is better than what I thought?
I was like, I don't think I'm gonna ever do this shit again. like, what was I thinking?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Mr. Scar Larson, have you ever been knocked unconscious?
No, I've never been unconscious, but I know I had a concussion, undiagnosed, but I know what it was. I got hit with a chair like 3 times in the head, and I mean they were like straight on shots, and I knew something was wrong when I could barely walk to the back, after the match. So that was about it. No unconsciousness though.
He's referring to that fall. He's saying higher than you
Uh,
wanted. LOL.
oh, very much higher than I wanted. I mean, I wanted to put on a good show, so I'm like, let me. I think I might jump from there, and I didn't go up there and look down initially. So I think if I did, I wouldn't have done it. But he was already laying on the table, and I couldn't just like look at it and then turn around and walk back down. So
Have you ever stood in the corner watching your partner work and him do something and go, I can't believe he just did that or took that?
um, yeah, I my partner, I've never seen him do a moonsault before, and when he did it the first time, I was like, man, I didn't know you can do that.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, where'd it come from? So him doing that, it was a real shock because we never, went up like that. We never did anything off the ropes. But for him to do that, it was pretty cool. So he started, incorporating that in our matches.
So now it's a normal thing now that he's actually, finally got it down. Have you ever surprised yourself, did a move and actually went through it and it went off successful and in your head you're going, oh my God, I can't believe I just did this?
Um, yeah, when I first started, I was kind of strictly hardcore and stuff like that. But we had an angle where I got amnesia, and so I changed my gear and everything to tights and all that, and it's just like my whole repertoire changed.
All right.
Unknowingly, I mean, I'm doing drop kicks, knee lift, just moves that I've never done. So it was just like once my gear changed, my whole repertoire changed. So that pretty much surprised me and everybody in the back because when I got to the back, everybody like, where did that come from? So I don't know.
I love my podcasting buddy, the legend Scott Larson. This is such a great question, folks. What would E-Dawg now tell E-Dawg that started in wrestling? The man we see sitting here, what would he tell the E-Dawg that's getting ready to step into the business?
Be respectful. Let keep that respect going. For the business. Respect your vets. You get in the locker room, that etiquette. Don't be a locker room cancer. Just because once you establish your respect, everybody respect you.
I there's some guys over there. They have a thing called CWF over in Columbus, Ohio, and they're all a big about promotions and stuff. And and I told them, I said, there was a couple of guys that mouthed off and was like very disrespectful, and I hurried up and backed up. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, you cannot actually run an organization or a group or anything that's attached to this business and not have respect wrapped around it.
Right.
You have to endorse respect. And I said, if you don't, you're never going to make it in this business. So I hope those guys out there, you take that a valuable lesson, man. It is about respect. Doc Payne, you the legend. I'm watching you, man. Thank you so much, brother, man. I love you, man. That's awesome, man. Here's one. So what is the hardest move you ever did?
Like I said, with hardcore, I mean, we just do a lot of hit with the weapons that we have, whether it be a guitar, uh, crutches, you know, stuff like
Now,
that.
for me, my mentor, a guy I respect, I love, what he's done in the business, but it was hardcore, extreme. He was always the next level. Sabu.
Yeah,
Oh my God. I used to call him Mr. Suicide. The
oh
stuff he
yeah,
would do.
oh yeah,
You sit back and go, he ain't going to live. I mean, is he trying to, kill himself? And when I finally got to sit down and talk to him, do you have moments to where you actually put your body on the line to satisfy the fans? In a move, you're going,
yeah.
either A, this is going to come off good, or B, man, I might not walk away.
Uh, Sometimes when you in there, man, and you going to adrenaline going, you really don't think about what you're doing. So I know I do a senton off the apron to the floor. Um, whatever move hits, that's what I'll do.
Was
Uh,
this the ring pad coming around the ring, or was this concrete?
oh, it was concrete.
Oh, ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah,
Brother, I feel for you on that one. I really do. I mean, I know coming off, and you are right when you're in the moment in front of that crowd, there isn't time to think.
yeah. That was
And the biggest thing, and when you walk in there, it's, you look at your partner, he looks at you, but you're actually looking at two guys that you're going to be in with both. at any given moment in this match, that you're putting your life in their hands and trusting
Exactly.
them,
Yeah.
and they're doing the same with you. So that's one of the things. A lot of people out there, when they ask about the business, what do I need to worry about? It's trust. That's where the respect comes from. It's
Yeah.
actually trusting them.
Exactly.
Thank you, Scorp. Old school. I actually, sitting here talking with you, I do see a lot of old school aspect about you. Where did your training come out of?
I trained in Jacksonville, Florida. CB Kane was my trainer. He ran Thunder Wrestling Federation.
Still
So
current?
no, not current now.
No.
He shut it down. Um, but yeah, when I first started, like my best friend, but he's no longer with us, but he told me he was a TV champion. So I went to this first show, and that show was every bit of amazing. I mean, the ending, and it make you want to go back to the
Right.
show. So so he introduced me to him, and from that day on, I trained and had my start there.
Oh man, I mean, for me, it was. I mean, was he old school? Because when I
Yeah.
was being trained, I went through a lot of the old schools, being stretched, running the ropes,
Oh
running
yeah.
the ring,
Oh yeah.
climbing up and down the turnbuckles. Um, I didn't receive receipts on mistakes and stuff like that. I
Hmm.
didn't, I wasn't punished that way. To me, it was always rerun it, rerun it, rerun
Right.
it. I mean,
Exactly.
it was repeated. And the biggest thing that was expressed to me, for you, when you're in that ring, does a lot of things become second nature?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just once I go through the curtain, that's it. That's everything just pops back in. All my moves, whatever I decide to do. If I want to be crazy or whatever, you know, that's E-Dawg.
Now, do you record all your matches, and have you guys recorded your history?
We have some stuff on YouTube. Um, Unfortunately, when I was recording early in my career, somebody stole my camera, my bag. They had all my stuff in it, so I don't have any earlier footage.
I got security. I take my wife. I don't think anybody going to try to take anything from her. That she'd rip her head off. I fear her.
Mm.
I'd actually go in the ring with Mark. Love the guy, Mr. Undertaker, before I'd actually want to fight with my own wife.
Oh, mm.
Now, what was the saying here? There was a time where there was no mates. I'm kind of confused on that. I think he's wanting to know if you were into a singles and before you became tag. Was there a period of that? That was your career.
No, actually, when I with the same company, when I started out, I started out refereeing, and then I
Mhm.
became a manager, and after that, that's when I started, being single, and then I got with G, like I said, in 2017. Yeah, was it 2007?
A lot of people, when you said that, they don't realize I had to go through the same steps. It's not trained going to the ring.
Right,
A
right,
lot of
right.
people don't understand why do you guys, a lot of you have been a ref. By the way, folks, it's like learning to dance, and once you become a good ref, you learn you're a narrator. You're
Exactly,
helping tell the story,
exactly, exactly.
and you can actually, when there's a guy in there that works very well and there's a guy in there that's not so good, the ref can actually help solve some issues in this too, and
Yeah,
kind of draw some attention. There's a lot of moments to where your professionalism is taught. You learn how to work the crowd too, and you're being tested. Like when he brought you from a ref to a manager,
right.
and it's basically all right. Now I want to see how you communicate, how you react with them because you're in front of them now.
Oh yeah,
Then
yeah,
here comes the switch. All right, now you know how to react in front of the crowd. You're thick skinned because in this business, I don't care who you are, you're either loved or hated.
exactly.
If you don't get either reaction and they just don't care about you, you need to take your boots off, walk away from the ring, and get out of the business. I say,
Yep,
because you want them to either love you or hate you. If they just
exactly,
don't care about you, then you've got a problem.
exactly.
We all do. Yes, we do, Scorp. You need to get off Xbox. I think you're trying to play Xbox and watch the show at the same time. I see this going on now with you, man. Come on now.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, what does E-Dawg do when he's not in the ring? He's at home. He's relaxing.
Uh, Shoot, I play the drums and work. Got to make that money. But I play video games also. So
What system?
I got a PlayStation 4.
See, I lean away from it. Their history of being hacked is a big deal to me. Credit cards, a whole deal. I'm a big fan of Xbox, but now the big contract come up with esports and Xbox. You basically pay $4 extra, and you're getting Maddens and all the sports and stuff through esports now. So with your gold and their pass, so I'm like, oh man, I dig this. So I got a sports package and a game package with my gold. So I
Okay.
love that system. Tell you what, man, PlayStation. Do you like Texas Hold'em?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Poker Club, brand new, cross gen, man. Awesome, awesome game. You've got to try it out. It's one of those games where you just don't want to be in a shooting mood or anything like that. You just want to kick back and relax, play some cards, talk to some people. That's the game. It
Okay.
is awesome. Check that out. So, what games do you play?
You know, Call of Duty, Warzone.
Warzone. You
Yeah.
like that 4-man squad then?
Nah, no, I actually like solo.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
See, I do play that as well. I also play Fortnite, Cold War. So I'm a big zombie fan now too on there. So I do play on that, and it's pretty cool. When Cold War came out, you don't have to go play multiplayer. You can go play zombies and unlock everything. Don't go play multiplayer, and you're not outgunned. Oh, Scott, he's all throwing me off. What is your favorite song on your MP3 player?
New edition, Poison.
Oh, wow, come
I'm
on,
old,
man. Really?
I'm old school, man.
Oh, so am I. Come on, Belle Biv DeVoe for a
Yeah.
fact,
Oh
man. Oh,
yeah,
come
no
on.
doubt, no doubt.
A lot of people question, what was some of your influences in music? And I'm like, okay, I said, I'm going to go so old school on you. I said, it is R&B, it is rap, it is rock, it's a lot of things. I said, but you want to talk R&B? I said, I'm going back to Houdini, UTFO. I've seen these guys in concert, man. And to be young to see that, who influenced you? You play the drums.
Um, I've been playing the drums since at my church. You know, sitting them there. I'll take two fans, break them, and I got the sticks in my hand and sit by the drum and act like I'm playing the drums. And I slowly picked it up like that. So,
So, is there like a music influence? You mentioned church. I'm a big guy in faith myself. Do you like the more modern music that's being brought in? That it's involving gospel, to be honest, but it's used to actually reach the kids, and it's more current.
and that's good. I like that because I mean it's really what was needed to pique the interest of the kids these days. But all of them, Kurt Franklin, Hezekiah Walker, Fred Hammond. So yeah, I
My
like
kids got me listening to a song. It's called "God's Got It." Pretty awesome. I think it's like Jay Moss. I think his name is a Christian rapper. Awesome, awesome song. Yep, that is awesome. See, he do like right there. I think you just want a fan right there. Now,
that.
how do fans follow you? What do you got?
You can go on my YouTube page. Well, no, my Facebook page, and the game. And if you just Google or put E-Dawg in YouTube, one of my matches will come up.
As I tell you what, folks, one of the things I'm going to work on because I'm directly involved with Rapid. I'm going to find out who will this man be facing in July. When I do, I'm going to bring both these men on for you folks to see them finally face each other one on one before that match so both these guys can tell each other in front of you live exactly what's going to happen. Because that's what we're going to be working on. All right, here we go,
All right.
Scott. New edition, the greatest boy band. You just became my favorite wrestler, Candy Girl. Oh man, come on! I love New Edition. Back in the day, and when they came out, I was kind of upset. They kind of burned Bobby in the movie. I was kind of.
Hey.
And Bobby was wild, man. You can't blame the guy. He had his thing. But I love New Edition. There's actually a couple songs that I sing to my wife. Yes, folks, I sing to my wife. When you come from a city like me, there was a thing we called wooing the girls, and you knew if you were a player, a true player can walk into different environments, learn how to play the songs that girl would probably like. We don't admit, yeah, we listen to New Kids. No, we didn't listen to them. We told the girls we did listen to them. So, so we had playlists that mattered
Oh
on
yeah.
the chick.
Oh yeah.
That's just how it was back in those young days. What do you actually? Here's a funny question. What do you think? Do you have kids?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
How old your oldest?
21.
21. Daughters?
One.
One.
And she's 15.
Ooh, you're right there with me. Oh, so as a dad, have you actually harassed a boyfriend yet?
What boyfriend?
There's what I love. So being a dad, that's a rule that you really don't want to be dealing with. That's a hard thing.
Yeah, I know. I know. Eventually, it'll happen, but probably when she's like 40, 45.
Can you stand the rain dog pain? Come on, man. I ain't Millie Vanilli. Please. Yeah, can you, dude? Scott, here's something for you, dude. No joke. You can go on Xbox, and there was a game called Lips. It was nothing but singing, and they would rate you according to everybody else in the world. I actually got a gold first place singing "Lean on Me" by Club Nouveau, and that was my song. So not no Milli Vanilli, man. Come on now. Here we go. What moves you pulled once but cannot do again, no matter how hard you try to do it?
A drop kick.
Standing drop kick or running
Yeah,
drop kick?
any one of them.
Either one of them
Yeah, I
just
can't
can't
get
get
on.
off the mat.
Nah, I might get your ankles.
So you're basically, if you jump in the water, you're sinking, man. You're heavy footed.
I can swim, but pretty much. Uh,
Gymnastics just avoided your body.
oh yeah, yeah.
So you're not the guy that somebody goes, hey man, I'm going to hit the ropes. I'm going to dunk under you. I want you to jump over me. That is not happening, correct?
No, that ain't. I'll probably be the one running under.
So you're not the man leaping.
Nah.
What else you guys got going out there? Scott Larson picking on me like that, man. Come on, brother. I don't do that to you. Now, because you did that, Scott, I'm actually going to call you out on your show, and I want the top 10 songs that Scott Larson sang to his wife to woo her. And you have to be honest. A real player ain't going to hide in game. When he's older, he can't be a player no more. He got retired, and that's exactly what happened to me. I found the right girl, the right love, and she got rid of the player real quick.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So yeah, man. But yeah, man. Being a dad, do you ever anticipate one of your kids following up behind you?
No, not in wrestling. No,
No, not at all.
no.
Just not built for it. You don't see it in
Oh
them, or
yeah, yeah. My son, he's 6'3", but he's a brain. So
brain.
yeah. And my
Now,
daughter,
did you have sports in your past? Were you an athletic kid?
yeah, I played football. I was in the band. Actually played first half of football. Halftime, put my drums on, play the drums, and then put my pads back on and finish the game.
Was this a small school you went to at the time?
No, no, it
No.
won't. No, it won't small.
Well, we had a couple kids do that with our band. They would play ball, hurry up and run out, and throw on the top hat and the whole deal, and do their
Yeah,
deal and go back
yeah.
out. What did you play?
I play the saxophone and I play the drums.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I got to go to, they call it Bands of America contest actually
Yeah.
here, and went to go with my daughter. That was pretty cool, man. But I was actually kind of tripping out. People talk about schools and spending money so much. I actually seen schools that had 18 wheelers that were their own just for their band and
Yeah,
multiple. And I'm like, all right. And other schools are hurting, but this one's got its own convoy. It
we
was ridiculous.
we ain't had that, man. We had like
Yes,
two
sir, I am.
two buses.
Yeah, we were actually just on one bus and had a truck pulling equipment. Yes, sir. There's Scorp. I am old school. That's how I was brought up in around the business and
Yeah,
the respect value that you mentioned.
yeah.
Now, have you come across talent that's in the business now to where they've almost crossed the line with you, not being respectful?
Yeah, I had one match. I'm not gonna name any names in Georgia, but he refused to. At that time, I was getting ready to give him a super kick in the match, and he moved when he wasn't supposed to. He didn't take it. So, um, my partner saved his life because I had a fork in my pocket, and when my partner saw me reaching for it, he hurried up and intervened because I was getting ready to do something really bad to him.
So this fork in the pocket, it kind of throws me back into the days like Abdullah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm
Well,
asking, has is Abdullah Butcher actually an influence in your career?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Have you ever met him?
yeah. Yes, I have. Um, I got an Abdullah story too, also.
Oh, come
Um,
on, give it
I,
to us.
yeah,
Give it to us. Let's go.
I met him. There was a Fed in Georgia, and he was headlining, and I was in a battle royal. But the guy that he had wrestled, he told me he was hardcore. He knew how to do it and everything. And so we was out there watching the match and everything, and Abdullah hit him with a trophy, hit him over the head with a trophy. So I saw the guy reach in his back pocket. I don't know if anybody else saw it, but he had a knife. He was getting ready to stab up there. So I stopped him. I grabbed him by the hand and said, "This ain't going down like this. You asked for this match." So I let Abdullah know what was about to happen. You know, but don't tell a legend like that you know what you're doing. That happened to another guy. Don't tell them you know how to do hardcore and you can't take what they give you.
All right. I got into a match with a gentleman up in Cleveland, Ohio, years ago, and we call it scoring, allowing things to shatter. Kid
Yeah,
comes in, he has this computer keyboard, and it was more one of the older Apple ones. This is pretty thick. I went,
yeah,
dude, you got to score it in that, man, so I don't kill you, because he brought in stuff I use in him. I brought him stuff he uses on me. This kid, we're in the match, and as I pick it up to go use it, I look at the bottom half, realize this thing's never been touched. Going, I'm already here. Oh my God, dude. I laid this kid like 6 inches wide on his forehead. And I'm like, dude, you'll never forget again in your life to watch what you're doing. If you're going to be in this business, you do got to be safe about it.
exactly.
And a lot of people think, oh, hardcore is just, maybe a skit. It's a
Yeah,
set. It's a dare, being a daredevil more. I don't care who you are. When you get hit with a chair, trash can, taking it off of a ladder, even getting hit with a ladder,
yeah,
when we're in the ring, that moment's not registering in our head pain because we're so caught on to what we're doing with the fans.
right,
The world is pure energy. It's like there was an old saying back in when I was growing up. Somebody would see a kid under a car and they can be as powerful as a gorilla and they can move that car.
right,
When you're in front of that crowd and that adrenaline's going that hard, you're nothing's registering as far as pain, injury, or so forth, unless it's really bad.
right.
In saying that, have you had a moment where it didn't register, but as time went on, you realize, oh, man, there's something's not correct here?
Uh, Not really. I haven't had no moment like that.
And what about your partner? Have you ever seen him out there and kind of looked at him? You observed him going, he's a little off. Did he get hit?
No, I mean we pretty much in tune with each other, so I would really know, or he would know if something was wrong. But We just have a thing, you know. Even if he's across the ring and I can't see him, some way or another, we back right here doing our thing like clockwork.
And here's a good one for you. Speaking of knowing your partner so well, had a gentleman on here. I threw a scenario. Here's the scenario. As partners knowing each other for so long, a promotion throws a Royal Rumble. You're in it.
He
In
going
this
over
Rumble, in the end, it is you and your partner. What kind of match would we have in the end with that? Knowing each other as well as you do.
straight hardcore with us. We gonna give it to each other too.
Have you guys ever faced each other? Has there ever been a moment where you've already clashed heads?
Um, no, no.
No, not
There,
yet.
there, there was one fed in Tennessee. They wanted us to go against each other, but that's not what we signed up for.
All right.
So
I mean, to me, I've always had that interest when it come to guys knowing each other as long as they have like that. What would it be like to see them in the ring?
we'll get
Because
down. We'll get down if we got to. Now if we want to, yeah, we'll do it. But right now, ain't no need to.
one of the things that you'll see, going to independent shows, you'll see guys that that's not been around. It's the move to move, in between work, move to move.
Right.
Now, if you get two guys that's been working together as long as you have, you're going to see beautiful transitions because you know each other so well. The transitions, the chain work, everything is just going to be smooth.
Right.
To me, those I call them dream matches because you're going to be so entertained off this and amazed. But at the same time, you're seeing two guys, great friends. But here's that moment they have to battle because they both want the same thing in the end.
Yep. Yep.
And to me that those are perfect matches, perfect scenarios. Growing up, I love seeing Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
man, the fire. A lot of people don't talk about him. I don't care what happening outside of his life, but inside the ring, Chris Benoit, him and Eddie Guerrero,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Demon and
Eddie Guerrero, when he would get in with people, he had a natural ability that was just rhythmic. So for me, watching this, when you was he an influence? I mean,
oh
seeing
yeah.
him,
Oh yeah, man. I mean, to see where he came from, he was already started out in a famous family and everything, but you can see him progress. And I
right?
mean, and when he finally won the heavyweight title, I mean, I was up there cheering like everybody else, man, because he did deserve it. He earned his spot. From wrestling to the comedy that he did, as far as the entertainment and everything. Yeah, he was a big influence.
Right. Mick Foley was another one, a big
Oh,
fan of.
yes, yes.
Wasn't the most muscular, wasn't the fastest or anything. If you looked at him, people would look at him and normally would go, "Well, he looks dumpy looking." But
Yeah,
this guy's ability to put his body in harm's way and be able to control it was amazing.
very much. Yeah, yeah, it was. Uh, I think his elbow drop to the floor was one of
Yeah.
my. I thought about doing it, but I thought about my side hitting the concrete, so I didn't do that. Yeah.
No, dude. If you're going to talk about a moment that will make a fan gasp, Mick Foley, Big Van Vader, Big Van removes the
Oh,
pad off the floor and power bombs him,
ah,
dude. You
oh
seen
my
the blood spill on the concrete on this show, and I'm like, oh my God, he
yeah.
just killed. That to me was amazing. I mean, you talk about moments growing up. Is there a moment to where working with a guy as long as you have, besides him doing that move, was there ever a moment just as seeing your friend do something and go, wow, he just went off the roof tonight. He blew it up.
Yeah, well, I had my other tag team partner. Like I said, his name was Cameron Larue, but he was my first tag team partner, and him and a guy named Teddy Bastry, they did a hardcore match, um, and they went up on the balcony, table down
Oh,
on the ground, and he did a Mikanushi driver off the balcony. It was, oh my god, epic.
ooh,
And I
ouch,
do
ouch.
and I do have footage of it.
All right, man. Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Man, hey, get a hold of them. Tell them to come on here, man.
yeah.
That's one of the things I would like to do is I want to find some hardcore, straight up old school guys to come on here and tell us some hardcore stories, man. I can have up to 8 guests, 10 guests if I wanted, but I'd want to go 8. All right, here we go. What's the best show you have ever put on and with?
We did a show in Georgia. I can't remember the tag team, but the first time we went, they the show drew like 50 people. But we fought the tag team champions, and the next show we came back, which was about the next month, there were like 300 people because they knew we were coming back and we were coming to fight for the belt, and we ended up winning the belts. So,
So, like we said earlier, July, you are coming to
oh,
Rapid.
no doubt, yeah.
I am looking forward to this without a doubt. I'll be there personally. We are going to be March 28th in North Carolina. You might want to stop on by. You might do some
Oh,
prospecting. You
oh,
never know, man.
oh,
Lincoln's in
I'll
North
be there.
Carolina
I'll be there.
because I know it's not that far away from Georgia. I'm driving
Oh,
over here from Tennessee, East Tennessee
no,
myself.
no, I'm actually in Zebulon, North Carolina, which is right by Raleigh. So I'll
Oh,
be I'll be there.
so
I'm
yeah,
about,
man. March 28th, Rapid's going to be right there in Lincolnton, man.
I will be
I'm
there.
excited, man. I'm actually coming out with the next gen. And I tell you what, man, like I tell everybody else, man, I want to invite the biggest, the best, the craziest, the dirtiest. We want them all, man. So you tell your friends, get a hold of us. We want to see them come on here, tell everybody about them, man. And we thank you for coming on here.
My
And
pleasure.
we're
My
looking
pleasure.
to have you on again. We are going to find out who you're facing
All right. All
because
right.
we want to see E-Dawg face the man that he'll be facing in July and come on here and let's hear them both say what they're going to do to one another because it's going to be very interesting
Oh
because
yeah.
I guarantee whoever Rappa puts him in with, it's going to be a war. It's going
Oh
to
yeah.
be a war. So this is going to be good. I'm actually got to get my feelers out when I get off here and find out, hey man, who you guys have working with, man? I need to know. So this is interesting. I'm just hoping it's not one of my guys. That'd be
Hey,
sad for me,
pray
man. Come
pray
on.
for him. Pray for him.
No, pray for him now. Come on, man. Don't be that bad now. Come on now. I see how you are. So, folks, we're glad you joined us. We had so many people jumping in and out. Scott Larson, everybody get over there and watch that man on his Digicast. Awesome fella. Great podcaster. Everybody, this is E-Dawg.
All right.
Sir, thank you so much, man. I had a
My,
great time.
I did
I'm
too.
looking
My pleasure.
forward to actually getting you back. Everybody out there, take care of one another. Look out for each other, man.